Wearing high heels is one of the negative things that had been widely spread among women. They have to wear it, despite it is harmful. It affects the feet. I mean, didn't women think about that? Why do I have to resist my created length? Why do I have to resist it? Why do I always feel that I'm short? And what does the Quran and the Sunnah say? What does Allah say about it? What does the Prophet say about it? Is it allowed or it's not allowed? I've seen many people bringing irrelevant evidences, which I did not really agree with. But before we get into this, we'd like to remind people that Allah did not create women in general, except for, other cases, rare cases. In general, they are shorter than men. I mean, they should be knowing that Allah creates by wisdom. It's not only a chaotic way of creating. You can see when women are shorter than men, how tender they feel. When they are being held by them and they're shorter than them, they feel reassurance, they feel peace, they feel happiness. Okay? Well, at least they're not nose, face, a nose. You know what I mean. Anyway, first the Prophet ﷺ warned extremely the Muslims from resembling the disbelievers in their private style. To the extent that when the Prophet was in Medina, the Jews said, "This man doesn't want to leave anything that we do, but he's opposing us." They got irritated. It's also been narrated by Sahih Muslim that when Abdullah ibn Amr was wearing two thawb mu'asfar, that means adorned, decorated, the Prophet said to him, "These are the clothes of the disbelievers. Do not wear them." The Prophet wants us to oppose the habits and the customs of the disbelievers unless there's something right. For example, he said, oppose the Jews and the Christians who shave their beards. You grow your beard. But when the Jews and the Christians grow their beard, the Prophet did not say oppose them. The evidence, when Musa saw his people disobeying him, first thing he did is to grab his brother by his beard. And his brother said, "My brother, do not grab me by my beard." So it seems that Musa and his brother Harun, they used to be growing the beard. So if the Jews and the Christians nowadays grow the beard, we're not going to say to our people, oppose them, shave your beard. No, because they did. If they grew up their beards, they are returning to the true appearance of their own prophets, Musa and Harun. So let's get back to the topic. Allah the Almighty did it skillfully right when He made women shorter than men, because women, they asylum themselves to the shade of their to the shade of their men, seeking His protection, seeking His tender. Okay, it won't be something normal that a man will be looking up to his wife, talking to her. She's much taller than him. It is not prohibited, though. It is not prohibited that a man marries someone who is taller than him. No, we're not saying that. Allah the Almighty told us that women should not be appearing, showing, revealing their beauty. And this is a kind of revealing their beauty, because they want to show themselves that they're higher than what they are in reality. And it may cause her to risk herself to be falling down. I've seen many of those show women how many times they fall down. In fact, you may find a combination of this on YouTube, how many women they fall down. It is very thin, the high heel is very thin and very high. And it also may cause her to, some of her body to be shown when she falls down. Also, in addition to this, that there is a scientific analysis and study. It's a medical study. It had concluded that these high heels cause infection in the joints of women. So it may not, but in general it does. And this is one of the reasons why women should not be putting themselves in this risk. For what reason? To deceive men, showing them that they are higher than what they are. Well, this is also deception and showing beauty. Like one who is, some women, they have nothing in their chest, no breast. Okay, they put some silicones, or there are some blouses now which they wear. It shows that they have what they don't. So it is obvious that this is an attempt of showing beauty. They don't want men to find out that they have no breasts. So this is a showing of the beauty, which is not allowed Islamically. So also it had been mentioned that this is a Jewish innovation. Sheikh Al-Albani had mentioned this. this. I don't know. I did not really find out his proof about that. But in general, I would say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had made it right when He made women a bit shorter than men. As I said, women find themselves in great rest when they are held and hugged by their men. I'm not talking about boyfriends or girlfriends, but I'm talking about, let's say, their husband, that they feel more rest and more comfortable when they put their heads on the chest of their men. It is known. It is also a matter of experience. And if a woman seeks to show herself to be taller than men, it may also be affecting her morality, that she may become more rebellious against men. In general, trying to be higher than what they are, whether be it for men or women, is not permissible. It is not good. The Muslim is trying to show more humbleness. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, that one of the characteristics of the believers that they are walking on the land in humbleness, not to show that they are higher than what they are. This is the characteristic of Pharaoh, not the characteristic of the believer. Also, in general, the person should be contented as to what Allah created him. Should be happy. He shouldn't look more than what Allah created, as if he's not convinced with what Allah predestined for him. No. Finally, the Muslim should not be imitating the disbeliever in their way of cutting their hair, their way of dressing, etc. He shouldn't. Otherwise, he may be tried by Allah of being affected internally when he show his admiration to the disbelievers, trying to show himself externally like them. This will be affecting him internally because he's taking them as a model for himself. That shows that the Muslim ideal is not inside. There's a gap. That's why the devil will be taking advantage of this and will be attracting him to take his direction to the West and to take the people of the West as his model. That will be affecting his loyalty. When he turned to them externally, it will be affecting him internally to be directing his heart to them as he directed his body to them. Finally, there is nothing better than what the Prophet ﷺ said. These are the dresses, that means the appearances of the disbelievers, so don't do it.